Breathing is essential for life. Every time we breathe, our bodies take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide. This process, called respiration, is vital for all living organisms. Without respiration, our cells wouldn't be able to function and our bodies would shut down. Respiration provides the energy our bodies need to work. It's like the fuel that keeps our engines running. Just like a car needs gasoline, our bodies need oxygen to produce energy. This energy powers everything we do, from thinking and moving to even sleeping and digesting food. Understanding how respiration works helps us appreciate the incredible complexity of our bodies. It allows us to understand how something as simple as breathing is connected to the very essence of life itself. Respiration is a fascinating process that happens in stages. It can be divided into three main types: external respiration, internal respiration, and cellular respiration. External respiration is the process of breathing in oxygen from the air into our lungs and breathing out carbon dioxide. This exchange of gases happens in tiny air sacs in our lungs called alveoli. Internal respiration takes place between the blood and the body's cells. Oxygen from the lungs is carried by the blood to the cells, where it's used to produce energy. In return, the cells release carbon dioxide, which is carried back to the lungs to be exhaled. Cellular respiration is the final stage. This is where the magic happens. Inside the cells, oxygen is used to break down glucose or sugar from the food we eat. This process releases energy that the cells can use to perform their functions. The respiratory system is a complex network of organs that work together to allow us to breathe. Each part of this system has a specific role to play in the process of respiration. The journey of a breath begins in the nasal cavity, which warms, moistens, and filters the air we breathe. The air then travels down the pharynx or throat and enters the larynx, also known as the voice box. From the larynx, the air passes into the trachea, a tube that carries air to the lungs. The trachea divides into two branches called bronchi, one for each lung. Inside the lungs, the bronchi branch out further into smaller tubes called bronchioles, forming a network that resembles an upside-down tree. At the end of the bronchioles are the tiny air sacs called alveoli. This is where the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide takes place. The lungs are protected by the rib cage and a dome-shaped muscle called the diaphragm, which plays a crucial role in breathing. Section 4: the mechanics of breathing. Breathing is something we do without even thinking about it. But have you ever stopped to wonder how it actually works? The process of breathing, also known as ventilation, involves two main actions: inhalation and exhalation. Inhalation, or breathing in, is the active phase of breathing. It starts with the diaphragm contracting and flattening, which increases the space in the chest cavity. At the same time, the intercostal muscles, which are the muscles between the ribs, contract, pulling the rib cage upwards and outwards. This expansion of the chest cavity creates a lower pressure inside the lungs compared to the outside air, causing air to rush into the lungs. Exhalation, or breathing out, is usually a passive process. When the diaphragm and intercostal muscles relax, the chest cavity decreases in size. This decrease in volume increases the pressure inside the lungs, forcing air out. The air we exhale is rich in carbon dioxide, the waste product of cellular respiration. This exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide in the alveoli is essential for maintaining the balance of gases in our body. Section 5: oxygen, the body's fuel. Oxygen is crucial for our survival. It's the key ingredient in the process of cellular respiration, which provides our bodies with energy. Once oxygen enters the lungs, it binds to a protein in red blood cells called hemoglobin. Hemoglobin acts like a taxi service for oxygen, transporting it from the lungs to all the cells in the body. When oxygen reaches the cells, it's used in the mitochondria, the powerhouses of the cells, to break down glucose and produce energy. This process, known as aerobic respiration, is highly efficient and generates a large amount of energy that fuels our body's functions. Without enough oxygen, our cells wouldn't be able to produce the energy they need to survive. This is why we feel breathless or lightheaded when we can't breathe properly. Our bodies are sending us a clear signal that they need more of this vital gas.